Hello, this is Donald L. Hughes, editor of ChristianWritingToday.com. Welcome to the CWT Learning Series. Each video offers writing techniques and inspiration. In this video, we're looking at how to engage your readers. As a Christian writer, you are a fisherman. You want to hook your readers. Your first obligation is to be interesting. No one will read the life-changing things you have to say unless you capture and maintain reader interest. We'll look at 5 factors that engage readers. Your first sentences, story power, short sentences, tight paragraphs, effective transitions, and of course, passion power. Your first sentences should surprise your reader. Emotional punch especially grabs interest. You want a hook like that whether you're writing fiction or nonfiction, a blog post, or a book. The first sentences should be short and concise. In Miracle at the Higher Grounds Cafe, Max Lucado gave us this: with 1 cup of coffee, Chelsea Chambers could rule the world. And by 6 a.m., she'd had several, 4 to be precise. Doesn't that make you want to know what happens next? In nonfiction, Christine Fiola did a great job in The Ultimate Guide to the Daniel Fast. She starts out with these first sentences. You're hungry, I can tell. You wouldn't be reading this book if you weren't. What you long for, though, isn't food. You're craving a different kind of nourishment. Wow, powerful stuff. Great hooks in both cases. Once you hook a reader, you need to reel them in. Nothing keeps a reader reading like a good story. Engage your readers by taking them from the hook to a relevant, interesting story. Humans are hardwired for stories. We crave them. Turn to the opening chapter of Genesis, and what do you see? Is it a quantum physics lecture on how the cosmos was created? No, it's a simple story. Engage your readers with a positive, uplifting story. By doing this, you change the mental state of your readers, and they automatically want more. Use story power throughout your writing project to draw people through whatever it is that you're sharing. Most content, fiction and nonfiction, is a dark room. Stories are the windows. If you want to keep your readers engaged, you need to offer them short sentences and tight paragraphs. A sentence is one idea. A paragraph is a cluster of ideas on the same theme. What's the maximum sentence length? Well, there is no rule, but 10 to 25 words is desirable in most cases. If your sentences have more words than that, you need to break them up into 2 or more sentences to increase readability. How many sentences in a paragraph? Well, again, no rule. The key is to not mix different clusters of ideas in one paragraph. Be careful to start a new paragraph when the theme changes. You maintain reader engagement when you use effective transitions. Most writers don't even think about transitions. They are important in all writing, but particularly in fiction. Your reader is a child on a swing. You give them a push so that they gain momentum. A transition is like that push. There are many ways to gain momentum with transitions. In fiction, it's a word or phrase that connects 2 scenes. It is often based on time or a geography. Here's an example where I mix both. At that very moment, Janet was in the surgical waiting room at Windsor Hospital, sobbing deeply. Would he live? Would she be arrested? Now, we don't know what happened before or after, but a transition like that sends readers deeper into the story. How about nonfiction? Simple. If you're explaining how to plant roses, for example, you can say first, second, and next to keep people reading through the steps. You can also ask and answer questions or add some dialogue. Use transitions that propel readers forward. What is the ultimate way to engage readers? Well, I've talked about techniques here, but the real answer is passion power. If you write with passion, you'll maintain engagement. Many writers are concerned about finding their voice. There are many articles and courses on that topic, but most writers are still confused. Let me simplify the concept of finding your voice. If you write with passion and use just a few techniques, readers will be drawn into your writing web. The way you talk when you're passionate about something is your writing voice. Your passion is the unique spice in your writing. If you really want to engage readers, don't write in a humdrum way. Be passionate about the events in your novel or the topic of your nonfiction book. You can quickly engage readers and keep their interest when you follow these writing principles.